The government has unveiled strategies to increase funding for tech startups to $5 billion annually for the year 2027. Tech startups in the West African country raised over a fifth of the total funding secured by African startups in 2022. But as featured in this report, authorities want to accelerate the funding as part of a plan to expand the country's digital economy. And here's more details of that in this report.
Nigerian tech startup ecosystem is arguably the most vibrant on the continent and continues to attract substantial investments every year. According to data by Disrupt Africa, Nigerian tech startups raised over $2 billion between 2015 and 2022, the highest on the continent.
Digital technologies will change.
Nigeria's new Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy Minister Bosun Tijani, also a tech startup founder, is hoping to use his position to propel the country's tech startups to attract $5 billion funding annually. It's an ambitious target, but the tech startup community has welcomed the plan, saying it's achievable.
There is enough ground, to invest this money in. There are people with products that are seeking for funding, looking for venture capital platforms, angel investors, and all of that. And so, Bosun, who's got the right background for this, is rightly positioned at the time to make this happen. So yes, indeed, I think that he can pull this off.
In my mind, it's a good place to start. If we can provide security for that $5 billion, it will attract 10 times that amount. So I'm thinking that within that 4 years, if we play it right, get everything right, we'll be able to attract 10 times beyond that money. So let's start with $5 billion. It's ambitious, but it's a safe bet for us.
The $1.2 billion raised by Nigerian startups last year was the highest they have ever raised. The government's plan is to help drive the figure up by 50% each year and hope it will hit the $5 billion target by 2027.
And what this means for us generally is that hubs will begin to be able to accelerate, incubate first and accelerate startups and make them investment ready.
It's like a catalyst that will, instigate a lot of what I hope will be developmental projects. Startups will come, give them that confidence to want to compete.
As the government works to increase funding opportunities for tech startups, it also set other ambitious targets, turn the country into a full digital economy in 4 years and achieve over 95% digital literacy by 2030.
So for us to drive the prosperity that we actually want to see in our economy, it is important that people are digitally literate. By being digitally literate, it means that as the innovators help to diversify our economy, as they come up with solutions that can increase productivity, that the average person in our economy can actually participate and use this solution.
The Nigerian startup community is excited at the attention it is receiving from the government. With one of the industry's insider now the chief driver of the government's vision for the digital economy, optimism is high on the sector's fortunes. DG Bademasi, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.